everyone, welcome to the Traveling Knitter channel. That is my heater turning on. Hopefully that is not disturbing. Welcome to the second episode of January. I have made a little bit of a switch and there's going to be one knitting podcast episode a month. And I'm going to be filming some other knitting content and book-ish content, and I'm just going to be on more of a schedule. I am someone who thrives on schedules and plans, and so that's just what I'm going to do. If you're curious about my shirt, it is a shirt from a bachelorette party. The bride wore a shirt that said, "My bachelorette party is brought to you by," and then all of the bridesmaids had just different things on them. So the bachelorette party was last year, and it was basically all of us were vaccinated and fully vaccinated. So it was like the 2 weeks, 4 weeks afterwards. So I decided to put Pfizer vaccine on my shirt, which is great. It got a lot of laughs at the when we were in New York, but now it's just a shirt that says Pfizer on it, which is sort of weird, but I like it. The shirt is really soft and the color is really nice. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I managed to pretty much do what I said in the last episode, which is finish something and then almost finish something else, but then I stopped because I realized I made a mistake, and a mistake that I can't come back from. I gotta redo them. So the finished object I have is another one of these headbands. So this one is for me, and it turned out so nice. I think it looks great. It's a great pattern. I will definitely be making more of these as gifts, and yeah, I loved it. So I made one of these for my brother's girlfriend for Christmas, and I liked it so much that I made one for myself, and I'm going to be making one for my mom as well. This uses Surrey alpaca plus a wool, and it's 2 fingering held double, and it's fiber spates Cumulus and Culburn Woolens something, and I love it. It's great. The designer is Along Avec Anna, which translates to Along Came Anna, I'm pretty sure. I used to follow her podcast, but she is a French podcaster, and she doesn't do as many English podcasts anymore, and knitting podcasts are something that I like to listen to, and if it's another language, I really can only listen to it in German because otherwise I need to read the subtitles. So I stopped watching her really just because she doesn't do English anymore, which is fine, right? That's not a complaint. She is a designer. She also just released her own line of yarn, and I think she might actually have a physical store in France somewhere. Her pattern book looks really nice, but it is in French only. And I'm not sure, like, I'd want to look at it before I bought it because I don't know how easily it would be to translate that. I know German patterns. I speak German, and I find German difficult to translate because the terms are just different. Kind of like US to UK crochet terms. Like, we use the same word, but it means a different thing. Like a double crochet in the UK, I think, is a triple crochet. It's either one more or one less. I can't remember, but I know they're not the same. So anyway, I highly recommend this pattern, and I will be making this again. I love it. And I'll also, while I've been talking, I'll insert finished object photos because my friend and I, we took some. And now I'll talk about the thing that I wanted to be done, and I would have had it finished until I got to the toe and realized my mistake. And that is these socks. It's like a tangled mess here. Okay, let me untangle this. These socks. You may be thinking, wow, you look like you're pretty much done. Yep. Yep, it does, doesn't it? The problem is this is 60 stitches and this is 56. And there is a very big difference. Look at that. See it? It's a big difference right there. So, yeah. I haven't quite decided if I'm keeping the 56 or if I'm keeping the 60, but either way, I'm essentially going to be frogging into an entire sock. So that's exciting. And the funny thing is, I distinctly remember counting my ribbing. So how did I count it wrong? Whatever. So as soon as I realized that maybe on Wednesday, so like a couple days ago, I just stopped. I was like, you could frog it, but really, I wanted to show you that I did a lot of knitting. So last time I showed you these socks, I had only done this much. And since then, I've knit all of this, so to the toe, and all of this, which is almost to the toe. I have 3 more stripes to go, and then I'm at the toe. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that I did something. So these will be frogged. One of them will be frogged, and then I will just reknit it, and that's fine. I like knitting these. It's not that big of a deal. The yarn I'm using is Night Owl Fibers in the Haunted House or Haunted Owls colorway. And this is a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon blend. The mini that I'm using is I think it's a mini from Woolberry Fibers, I think. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it's from. It's like a blue color. So the stripes, there's a gray, a yellow, purple, orange for stripe repeat. There is no blue, but I thought the blue would be kind of cool. I like how deep and moody, like there are points where it almost gets black. And in between working on those socks, I was working on this shawl, which is by Joji Locatelli. Look how, whoa, I thought for a second I pulled it off the needles. Look how much I've done. So much. So last time I was here and I knit all of this, and those bobble rounds take forever. The bobble round takes like more than half an hour. One row takes 10 minutes right now. So this is definitely taking a while. I did just get to my second color, which kind of looks like this, but it's the bobble round. So I'm not doing a bobble round. It is just switching colors. So there'll be a stripe of this color, and then it will go back to this. And I actually might not run out. I think I will have enough, which is fantastic. I'm so excited for that I don't have to break into any any other colors, and it could just be the two. And I did dye these myself, and I think the colors are fantastic, right? Doesn't they look really nice? I can't wait to get to a big chunk of the second color so that you can see what that looks like. Like with the baubles, it's kind of hard to tell it's lighter, but I did speckle them, so there is a bit of speckling on the baubles. I think they blend very nicely together. I think it looks just fantastic, right? That'll look so nice. It's gonna stretch out a lot, but it'll look really good. And one of the more neutral shawls that I have, most of the time I knit with some nice, like wildish colors. But this is brown. This is like a whole neutral shawl. My predictions for February: I'm gonna finish the socks. I will finish this shawl, and I'll probably work on the pink cardigan. Or I do have, so I've got like 2 cardigans, or a cardigan, a coat, and a sweater. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna feel like working on. Maybe Valentine's pink, maybe I'll work on the pinkish one, or I'll cast something new on. I'll definitely be, once I finish those socks, I'll definitely cast on another pair of socks, and I'll probably work on the other headband. So those are my predictions for February. This episode is going to be pretty short, but I do want to show you some yarn that I had purchased. I made my first order with Dragon Horde yarn. I purchased 2 mystery sets, mystery sock sets. The first one is Hera, and this is on Myth Fingering, which is 75.25. It's this beautiful blue with a golden straw color. And then the second one I bought was Aphrodite, and I really like this one. So it's a pinkish mauve and like a cool tone neutral brown. And then this is a very, very light petal pink, but more dusty. I will most likely make socks out of these. And then I also grabbed this mini skein set. I think it was like either earthly or woodland creatures. Does it say what it is? I haven't opened it yet. Honestly, I think it's like easier to see it in here. I'll open it later to look at this card. But in here is Snowfall, Doe, Moose Tracks, Mushrooms, Woodland Magic, and Woodland Critters. It's hard to say which is my favorite. Nope, doesn't say what this is. But I love it. And honestly, I'm gonna keep it wrapped up in its paper because I think I wanna make something with them together. And with that, that's the knitting I've been doing in January. These episodes are gonna be pretty short if I don't jump around to a bunch of projects. So we'll see. I'll be honest, I've been really into reading. I've been loving the books that I'm reading. I've been really enjoying going to bed early and then reading in bed for a really long time. So that cuts into the knitting. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this shorter episode, and I hope that you don't mind that I made some changes. Well, hard to see right now, but I have made some changes to the content that I'm going to put out in the scheduling. So if you have any questions or thoughts, comments, let me know down below, as well as what have you been making in January? Is there any new projects you have? Are you more so finishing up what you started in January? And are you starting spring knits already? I saw an ad and it literally said, spring is around the corner. And I kind of just thought, winter just started. Spring is not around the corner. What? And it wasn't like a spring product that they were really selling. Honestly, I can't even remember what it was selling. It might have just been like cleaning products or something. But it did strike me as strange because I got the ad in like the beginning of January. So that was kind of weird. Anyway, thank you so much again, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye.